What's up, everybody?
Thank God.
We got a special guest tonight. It is Eric Breen. He's joining us for the
special guest.
I could be sniping at the boys on Pop by Culture. What am I doing?
Well, only if Dalton's there.
No, not that. No, it's Drew, Aaron, and Josh.
Yes.
Not Pop. What brainstormers of pop culture?
Yeah. I'll have to check it out sometime. I subscribed to Josh's channel. I just haven't got a chance to go around to watch some of his videos.
I was watching the Reds game tonight, and one of their pitchers whose arms fell off again, he was in the booth talking to him. He looks so much like Drew, it's scary.
Isn't that weird when you see someone and they look like somebody else? Just like,
you know what's weird when the guy's arm falls off in the middle of a game and they
yeah,
get back in?
Like a Mr. Potato Head type deal.
I watched a guy pitching against the Reds whose arm snapped and then was amputated about a month later. Dave Dravecky.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, because he threw so hard and then
he'd come back from an arm injury, and then I think it was either cancerous or something like that. And he had to have his arm amputated. So
jeez, that's nuts. Man.
Yes. You can tell that Zach's young because he
just trimmed it yesterday. Yeah.
Because he doesn't
have a beard like us. Like the Duck Dynasty look. I decided.
Wait. Do you know what Duck Dynasty is? Duck Dynasty's all the way down here.
Yeah, I know.
So
okay, well,
why wouldn't say? Why would you say you're not trying to get the Duck Dynasty look? We don't have the Duck Dynasty look. We're more like the.
I'm sorry. I could have said the Gandalf look or the Dwarves of the Lonely Mountain look.
Well, then again,
I could have gone full token, but I decided to spare y'all.
Hollywood Hogan, in my case, man, I'm getting to the point where it's going in white. And
Hollywood Hogan, is that Hulk Hogan? But after he went Hollywood and started acting?
No, he went to WCW and became a heel because his career was going down the tubes.
Is that when he was in Rocky 3?
No, that was like 10 years later.
Oh, okay.
It was great. It was a great career move.
Yeah.
And if
I still don't like it. I thought the character was good.
It wasn't. See, the problem was they let the inmates take over the asylum, and if they had just stuck to the three of them as the NWO, it would have been phenomenal. But they started letting everybody in. My God, when Virgil's in the NWO, Scott Norton, I mean, guys that nobody gave a shit about. And when it's the same thing every week. I mean, they literally ended about 12 shows in a row spray painting NWO on people.
I mean, well, now we know where the Outcast got the idea from with the L's.
Well, yeah, it's absolutely.
Ruby Riot Squad.
Yeah,
same thing. Yeah,
but it was, but as given how, I mean, if you were around in the '80s, Hulk Hogan was, like him or not. He's the reason why anybody enjoying wrestling today. It's because of Hulk Hogan.
Yep, Hogan.
I mean, I was a Flair fan that whole time, but it was Hogan that took it out of the high school gyms in the Omnis and put them in. Now there were some Texas shows with the Von Erickson stadiums and whatnot, but
yeah,
WWF took it global, made it entertaining for people that wouldn't have been caught dead watching the Von Erickson stadium show.
Well, Hogan was worldwide, even though he was pro-America. He was worldwide.
It was, but that's what made it so amazing when he pulled the swerve. And I said if it just been those three, under better management, WCW probably could still be around today.
I would have had Nash, Hall, and Hogan from the beginning.
That's what it was.
But then they had Macho Man joined, didn't he?
Right. Everybody joined.
Macho Man.
The only people who were never in the NWO, as far as I remember, was Sting, Page, and maybe Piper. Yeah. I mean, everybody else was in there, and it was ridiculous. Yeah, Goldberg might have even joined. But hey, we're not here to talk about that. That's a stream for another day.
Jay Cargill's dad.
A day I'm not here.
Oh yes, you will be. Because we are here to educate you.
Okay, but then later on in that stream, I'm gonna bust open
Not a
my Lord of the
chance.
Rings book.
Not a chance.
No, this street only goes
No
one way, bro.
chance.
'Cause
Well, you know,
got-
brother, this street only goes one way, dude.
Brain, do you want to
Oh, man.
participate as far as choosing some books? You have a
Do I
top
what?
5? You have a top 5?
Oh, I do. I have a top 5.
Ooh.
You actually have 5? Oh, okay.
Ooh, so we will start with Breen.
I
I
wrote
think we
it.
should start with Breen then, yeah.
I wrote it on the back of my bloated gas and electric bill.
Ooh.
And the back says pizza box. I don't know how old it is.
So,
Adorable.
would you like me to start?
Yeah, start with your number
Sure.
5.
My number 5 is Chilling Adventures presents Cult of That Wilkin Boy. Let's see. Initiation. I don't know. My pen was dying when I was writing this down. It's pretty far down.
I was gonna say it probably is. That
It's an
sounds.
indie book, yeah. Some of them get way down there.
We are passing the rest of my top 5 though as we go, which this is the least selling of my top 5.
Pay attention now, y'all. You may see some of these books later on.
Pooh versus Bambi. I'm just disturbed now. Scope.
Oh, I wonder if that's based off the movie. Because they did that Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
I don't know, but it's Pooh versus Bambi. Winnie the Pooh versus Bambi. Oh, I like this. It's got evil Ernie. Is Breen still there?
Oh, am I supposed to read this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, you don't have to read it. No.
No,
no.
so-
That's your 5. I mean, like, why are you picking this?
Because it's the first one from last year was better than a lot of the Chilling Adventures run hot and cold. About half of them are good, half of them not so much. This was good, and I didn't even know there was a sequel coming until someone mentioned it last week about that. When you guys were looking ahead, somebody brought attention to it.
Dan Schoening, who is famously known for doing the art on the IDW Ghostbusters and also the Godzilla as well. Colin Bunn, who just did that other book I was just reading earlier this actually towards the end of last year for Scout Comics. It was a vampire story. So and he
wrote the
Wolverine
he did the one about the movie theater with the lost horror movie that came to life.
Oh yeah, Monster
Midnight Show.
Midnight Show, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, like he's actually, like I said, I didn't like as much on Marvel, but in indie, he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
That's typically how it goes.
And so I have hopes for this Archie horror book. Yes. And the main character's name is Bingo.
And Bingo was his name-o.
It was. Keyword was. All right. I guess I'll go to mine, and we'll go to Zach. Let's go clockwise. Alrighty. Go to my number 5 is a book that it's on the second issue. This came out the other day, or
The other day. Did we miss a new comic day?
I don't know, but it's Feral number 2. I was not a fan of Stray Dogs, but started out. These cats have been entertaining. Indoor Cats gets homeward bound with rabies. And honestly, it's been really cool. And I love the fact they're doing kind of a Disney animation kind of style in the interior. So that's really cool too. Because my thing says, like, I wish Disney would do more horror movies. I mean, Haunted Mansion was horrible, but it wasn't scary.
Which one? There were 2.
The latest one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't care for that one either.
The other one was the Eddie Murphy one, right? Yeah, Eddie Murphy was first. Yeah.
So Trish Fortner does the cover art here too as well, and like Tony Fleeks it's been pretty cool. I've been enjoying this. 3 cats are basically we're trying to make a way to their home and run into animals that have rabies, and they're trying not to get scratched. And one of them got scratched at the end of the last issue. So how long before it turns? This is like Dawn of the Dead, bro, with cats. I'm just waiting for it. I'm just waiting for it. And it's 28 pages, so it's I'm gonna see how far this goes. And for Image, Image has been hitting a lot of bangers out here, and then additional having Skybound added to them. It's really cool to read actually some indie books, because I grew up with Marvel and DC, and mainly Marvel, and then I moved to DC in 2019. As far as comic books, not the actual state, screw that. No, but been enjoying this. So, alrighty, Zach, let's go to your number 5.
All right, my number 5. One of the Joshua Williamson books coming out this week, because they never just come out one at a time.
Really?
Green, yeah. He always every time he has books coming out, it's like there's always 2. It's never.
What's his other one? Because I know Green Arrow. That's about it.
Oh, well then you're when we get to it, you're gonna be like, oh, duh, of course. Yes, Green Arrow number 11 though. That is my number 5 of the week. This is
Amanda Wawa.
That's not Amanda Wawa. That's Tommy.
She'll be in here. She'll be
Merlin.
listed here. I scroll down. She'll be listed.
Malcolm Merlin, not Tommy. Malcolm.
There she is, right there. Amanda Wawa.
Cameo. That means nothing. Ra's al Ghul has a cameo in this. But anyway, yeah, this is Oliver Queen versus Malcolm Merlin. I'm not sure why he looks like he's got like pointy ears and he looks like a goblin, but
he's got his face is burned.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's actually kind of cool. He's got like a robot arm now too. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, this has art by both Phil Hester and Sean Isaac, 2 artists that I really like with Green Arrow and with the surrounding characters. Josh Williamson has been doing really good with this, I think. So
Sean Isaac looks like a less buff Mark Wahlberg.
Maybe.
And Phil Hester looks like the dad next door who's just grilling something. Hey, you want something?
Hey, the dad next door can draw then, if that's him. I really like Phil Hester's art. Like the Kevin Smith run and the Phil Hester, like Kevin Smith, that's still my favorite run of Green Arrow.
Don't become your parents.
If you ever watch a stream and I Love Disney and comics are on, you see his face, you go, wow, that's Phil Hester's brother.
But yeah, you've got like all of the Green Arrow. I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Green Arrow family. You've got Arsenal, Connor Hawk, Emiko Queen. Speedy is back. Speedy came back last issue. That was real cool. The Justice League, or maybe they're not the Justice League anymore. I don't know. But all the characters from the Justice League are making appearances in here.
I mean, he did break into the old Hall of Justice there, and like everything's going on.
He did. That is true. So it's been a lot of fun. I've been liking it. I've been liking it a lot. And so yeah, until it goes, if it does go down in flames, I'll be sure to be lamenting and wailing on screen.
It's DC. It can only go up in flames.
It can only go up.
It can only flame.
It can only go up.
Well, I didn't want to say going down in flames. That sounds dirty.
Eventually, all DC titles will flame.
And go down.
Quinn, no. Actually, right now, they have up to 14. It was supposed to stop at 10, and then they announced that it was going to be an ongoing because there was enough support for it.
So it would really be in DC's best interest, I mean, it's in all sincerity, to keep this book going, even if at least give it a stay of execution, because it has a small but pretty loyal audience.
Oh yeah,
and there's the only way they're ever going to build back trust is if they give people that are actually still supporting them a reason to that isn't Superman or Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they don't start throwing in other events into the middle of the books.
What do you mean?
Well, running House of Brainiac through this, but I'm sure the next one, if it's still around, it will, because I think the next one's like a company-wide event.
So yeah, House of Brainiac is self-contained, and those are the events I like. Where it's basically we have Action Comics, Superman, and Power Girl. Makes sense. It's a Superman family. It should be that way.
Right.
So
yeah, but that's because Undead Saints did not make sales, and I'm not surprised by that because DC has conditioned their audience to look for 2 things: gay characters and Batman. And I'm not being glib. That's literally all they give you now.
Now, if you had Felicity in here, then it probably would it probably gets more sales because of CW.
Don't even. No. Nobody even remembers Felicity. Okay.
No, it's But
because she wasn't
Like
hot.
Felicity is like Alex Danvers. We just forgot about her.
Yeah, because she wasn't as hot as Kate.
there's so many
She
different,
was pretty hot.
so many different characters that both that the big two used to take chances on. Now you barely will get a revival of a character that's been around for 80 years, and they don't, and they're quick to cancel it instead of giving it a couple years. Something like Green Arrow, or if an Aquaman is relaunched, should get a minimum 2 years to find its audience, especially with all the damage this company's done to their brand over the last 10 years with the starts and stops. Anyway.
All right. Well, we're going on to yours now, Brain. You're number 4.
Number 4, Pine and Merrimack. Number 4.
It sounds like a detergent. Try to think of that.
You can't buy them. You only get them in boxes of Pine and Merrimack.
Ponzo. That's another book that's all the way down here, too.
You got to go digging for it. Buried treasure, you got to dig for it.
I think you said bacon it for a second. I got to go bacon for it.
Bacon.
Yeah,
Bacon.
It's an interesting little series. I like the dynamic between the husband and the wife. Yes, she's the smart one, but he's not an idiot. She doesn't treat him like one, and they're equals in their marriage because they each bring something. She can think her way out of situations, but when that's not enough, he can, physically get them out of those situations. So it's a good dynamic, and I'm interested to see what happened after the kind of, I don't know if shock ending is the right word, surprise ending at the end of the last issue. But
twist. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good series. I mean, I said I'm still not regretting that someone told me about it, and I don't know how many issues are left, but yeah, I said this is still a recommend.
Right on. I know. I think I'm just gonna go for the trade because my shop had issue 2, but they didn't have issue 1, and so
the problem with modern comics is print runs are so small. If you don't start on something from issue 1, chances are you're waiting for the trade, and that doesn't help the longevity of floppies when so many people, if you miss one, I'll just wait for the trade. And then sometimes by the time the trade comes out, you've moved on and they lose out twice.
So what I've started to do is ask my other shop to basically start ordering it for me, because I found 3 or no, issue 2. So then I had them like, can you order this? And they still can. So because they're able to go them whatever book I need, like The Agent. The other shop was only getting the covers. He wasn't getting the other covers. So, and then I always have problems with ordering stuff for him. It takes forever. So I went to the other shop, and boom, I got to do is wait a week or 2. It's in. So it's like I've been really doing that, or doing the back orders. So, but you are right though. It took me for a while. I never went. If I didn't see it on the shelf, I didn't bother going to ask, because I just felt kind of weird going up to, hey, can you order this for me? It felt kind of weird. So I would usually just wait for the trade, and then sometimes I'd forget about the trade, because unless I see it unless the shop ordered it and it's there on the shelf for me to buy it, I forget all about that trade. So they usually, a lot of times they don't order because there's no one asking about it, or the individual issues aren't selling, so they're not going to get the trade. So, all right, my number 4 for this week, kids, is a book that you all should be getting, because if you're not, you're a Philistine.
Oh, is that all?
Yes. And Zach, you should begin this, because it's Universal Monsters Creature from the Black Lagoon lives.
Oh yes, my boy Ram V.
I was going for Dan Waters, but it's okay. Ram V's in there too. Homesick Pilots, Dan Waters, and Ram V. They say the many deaths of Lila Star first, because no one gives a shit about Batman Detective.
His Detective Comics started out really strong, and then it just it stayed on the oven too long, and it overcooked.
Matthew Roberts from Manifest Destiny, and Rise from the Depths, and all new epic years. Yeah.
Oh, it's the guy. Is that the artist?
Yeah.
The guy from Manifest. Oh, he's actually. I like his art. I like Manifest Destiny.
For an all-new epic, years after the events of the original film, journalist Kate Marsden hunts down for a notorious serial killer in the heart of the Amazon. On the trail of this madman, student encounters an unexpected new threat. But is it friend or foe? Or is it just horny to see her? We don't know.
Well, in the movie, it certainly seems like that.
I know, right?
That's my favorite monster movie is The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Hot on the trail of this madman in a box, she soon falls asleep. And oh wow, okay.
Is she's awakened by and friend, or is it and foe? Yeah. Yeah, so all the different covers, man. I love Joshua Middleton cover. I love this.
Dude, some of these are really good. Like that just that creeps me out, man.
That's like Jaws, man.
It is. That's exactly what it's like.
And she's
Like,
in the
I
very
can
beginning.
go in the water without looking down, and I'm expecting to see like a shark or an amphibian person. That's also a cool cover. The Joel Jones one's really
Oh,
cool.
1 in 50 too.
Yeah, that one's gonna be. I bet you my LCS is gonna have it, and they're gonna be asking like at least $50.
I bet you neither of my shops have because it's a 1 in 50.
Yeah, maybe.
And
It is nice though. It is pretty. I want to see what the Alex is. The Alex Ross, that black and white one.
No, that the black and white one was just a copy of the other one with the legs.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is a retailer exclusive.
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
And it's a connected cover too,
Looks like he's
which makes me mad.
Predator or something.
It's the Stadium Comics Michael Wash connecting cover. So whatever.
Oh, is that like for all the Universal monsters? Like they all connect?
Well, I get probably this for the series alone. The next issue,
Oh,
1,
okay.
22.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's a retailer though, exclusive. See the black and white. Oh, this one here. This one is out.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at.
That's a 1 in 75, bro.
Yeah, that ain't happening. It's nice though.
To me, it's like I wouldn't want this as a cover. It's just like kind of. It's kind of.
That
like,
would be a poster. I think it would be a better poster than a cover. Honestly,
I don't know. It's.
teach their own.
Here's the Danny variant. I think this
Danny
is the,
who?
probably Danny Lore.
Oh.
Don't record Danny. Whatever her name is.
Oh, okay, just Danny. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the hot Danny, not Danny Lore.
It
Definitely not
doesn't
Danny Lore.
need this many covers.
I know.
It really doesn't.
It just needs this one for Zach.
What?
There you go, Zach. It's safe.
What's that? Oh.
You know what you need, Zach. If you buy that,
What's that?
if you buy that cover, because it's it's a sketch variant, so you can draw on it. Well, you can draw just a giant middle pixel finger and show it to Beckman.
A giant webbed middle pixel. I give
thought-
it webs because it's the Black Lagoon.
I think I say Zach use the whiteout to get rid of the logo.
That was good.
We love you, Zach.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And Zach, what is your number 3? Or number
My
4?
number 3. Shoot, we just skipping 4?
Oh, yeah, you're on 4. Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's right. I still got to go for number 4. We're going indie. We're going independent here, folks. My first indie book of the night from, what was the publisher again? There's so many. Come on, League of Comic Geeks. Make it easy to find this stuff. Mad Cave Comics. I'm surprised I'm the first one bringing this up of this crowd, to be
Oh,
honest.
it's a trade if you're talking about you're going from
Maybe
No.
it's
You're talking
higher
about
on
Dick.
maybe it's higher on some of our lists.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that could be true too. We're talking about Dick Tracy, though. That's what we're talking about.
Oh,
Dick
that-
Tracy, number 1. Not Nightwing, the other Dick.
Sorry, no dick for me. Not with Alex Aguirre attached to it.
Really?
Scarlet
Who's that?
Sisters writer.
What did he write?
Scarlet Sisters.
Okay, so he wrote one bad book. Maybe this one will be better.
One bad book. Take a look at what he's written.
I mean, I don't know what else he's written. I like the art. The art
Okay,
looks
all
really
right,
cool.
all right. I look forward to your review on this when you have to.
Okay. But this is really cool. My dad was actually he liked Dick Tracy a lot when he was a kid. So this is kind of cool that I'm able to pick up, at least give this issue number 1 a try and see how it goes. Look, I'm
Thanks
just
for showing
saying.
up, Legend. Sorry.
What's that?
I was just saying thank you for showing up, Legend.
Oh, Yeah. What's up, great legend? Listen, we said this about Jim Zub. We said, I mean, you were talking about that other guy just a little while ago. The Marvel work or the big two work is lousy, but then when they go independent,
Cullen
their
Bunn.
work suddenly becomes really good.
And if you're going to use someone as example, remember their name.
I can't remember the name. It was like 20 whole minutes ago. But
That's because you guys talked about Green Arrow for a while.
that's anyway. I am looking forward to reading through this stuff. The art is anything like that cover. I think it's going to look really, really cool. I especially want to see like how they do like all the villains with all the weird, creepy heads or whatever. Like I'm looking forward to that.
Well, right there.
I mean, some of these covers just look pretty dang cool.
Yep. Hopefully they don't have Bruno in this.
Wait, have what? Have who?
Bruno.
Because
we can't talk about him. Hope he's not in this.
Oh.
But yeah, look at all these covers, man. Here's the one you want to get. The Mad
There's a
King.
lot. Oh yeah, the Tula Latte.
That's probably the best one I've seen.
That's a nice one. I like that.
That's a poster.
That's cool.
That's really cool. That's another one that would make a really good poster.
I've been following her work on doing the covers for The Walking Dead.
She's been doing covers for The Walking Dead?
Yeah. She's also the artist. Isn't she also
Yeah, it's a $20 variant, so I'll pass.
Yeah, that's almost my whole comic budget.
Yeah. Oh, this one. Yeah. This is yeah.
Because that's what I got to remind myself. Where's it going to be in a month? Sitting in a box. Perhaps a madman in a box. Sleeping.
Wait. Did you say it's a dick in a box?
I did not.
Oh God.
Keep your perversions to yourself, host.
Yeah, no one needs that SNL reference.
Back when SNL was good.
Back when it was, that is true. Back when it was good. But yeah, so this is my number 4 though of the week. I will come back on Thursday, hopefully singing its praises.
All right. On to number 3 with Eric Breen.
Well, you might as well have just left it up there.
Okay, I'll go back.
We got a 2 for 1.
Don't say across the streams when you're talking about Dick.
That Vegman, you are on fire.
That was actually pretty good.
I hope there's a little bonus in the next pay envelope of your writer because he has given you some good material tonight. I did not realize that Alex Segura had written that Scarlet Sisters, which was dreadful, by the way. Megan's right about that. But then I'm going to take the Zach approach that hopefully that's just one bad book because I really want to like this. And I'm going to give it a shot. But if if the book ends up being about Tess Trueheart reimagined as a lesbian or whoever his secretary was,
yeah,
then I'm out in one. But
wait. If the dick is good, you'll be back for more.
That's you always got to Venkman it up.
You were just cruising, and then you just had to. It's our fault. We puffed them up.
Now we weren't going to acknowledge the next one as being good, whether it was or not. Now we'll just leave it to him to figure out if it was. But no, let's see. Hopefully this is good because how awesome would it be? Maybe not so much for you guys, but for like an old fuck like me, to have a good Dick Tracy, and a good Flash Gordon within a couple months of each other.
That would be awesome. I would actually, because my dad, he's not really into comics, but it'd be nice to have like, hey, is Dick Tracy or Flash Gordon, these things that were out when my dad was younger. It'd be cool to talk about that with him, I guess.
Wish my dad had been into comics because his little 7-year-old self could have gotten Action Comics #1 and held on to it for me.
I know, right? That's how I was. My dad wasn't into comics at all. So
my
dad likes Iron Man.
My mom was, but she got her books in the library.
My dad was 7 going on 38 already anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
All right. That being known, what does this guy say? Don't start drinking and smoking when you're age 7. It's not good for you.
Now you tell me.
Well, I couldn't back then.
By the way, assuming I don't cave, it would be tough to do. It'll be 3 weeks tonight.
Nice.
I told you could do it.
Congrats.
Oh, I knew I could do it. It's just it had to be when I wanted to.
That's right.
You're right.
Dying halfway up a flight of stairs was pretty good motivation.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
I mean, especially when you fall down the stairs too. All right. My number 3 for this week is a book I've been reading a lot, and it's Duke number 5.
Hey, Vink, remember when you were like, what's the other Joshua Williamson book?
Yeah, I know.
This is it.
Because I was shocked that you went for Green Arrow. I gave up on that book. I dropped it.
Huh?
I just got sick of the Waller stuff. I was just like, I don't need to read about Waller. She's in the suit, just like Kill the Suicide Squad. She's just been appearing in everything. I'm like, I just don't want Waller and anything I'm reading now. So, all right. So some cool covers. Especially they're the Brian Lovell variant. Who, if you recognize on the visual cover, there's like a claw thing, which looks actually on the back of his thing here. So I'm guessing he's the villain for this issue.
Yeah, so that's I used to have a little model of them. That's the autonomous. They're like robot soldiers that Cobra used for a while so they wouldn't have to use humans. So these were like they were really cool. They were called like BATs, I think. I forgot what the BAT stood for. Yeah, but they were like robot troopers, basically.
Yeah, they don't list them in here. But anyway, though, so basically, the story is that Duke has been on his own. He was betrayed by his friends, and then he hunted down his enemies. It's all coming together, especially with we just saw Cobra Commander the last issue. He is going to go to find Destro. We know Destro has been hunting down, wants to kill Duke because Duke learned about his operation. As far as not that kind of operation. This isn't a woke book. No, but basically Duke is going to have to start fighting against, I guess, Cobra now, or at least the Mars Corporation. I mean, will there be a Transformers appearance in any of these books coming up? And I think I'm not sure how many books there's going to be for these series. I think, were these miniseries?
These are minis, I think. I think they're like 5-issue miniseries.
So,
what is this? This is number 5, isn't it?
It's number 5.
It might be a 6-issue miniseries then.
No, it doesn't show anything for the next issue. So.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, this might be the final one then.
Yeah, it says. I don't know why it says here. It's like this time it's time for Duke to start fighting for something bigger than his country. Bugger than he could ever. Oh, they mistyped.
Oh, that's a typo. That's a very unfortunate.
Bigger
typo.
than he could ever imagine. Get ready for the last pitch shocker.
Maybe he went British between sentences.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Bugger.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess they're going for 5 issues then with Duke at least, because I think Cobra Commander was just at 4. I think last week.
5.
So yeah, I think they're 5-issue miniseries.
I think it was at 5.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Hang on,
I think so.
Find out.
Right. No, wait, you're right. It was 4.
No, it was at 4.
I just saw my list here. So.
But yes, because after these 2 win, then they're going to do Destro and Scarlet. Those are the next 2 series.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to this. This has been fun. Like I'm not a huge G.I. Joe fan. I'm not a big Transformer fan. But these comic books have been written so well that normies like me could go and read these. I tried to read the Larry Hama one, and it was just too serious.
Oh, how dare you?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I like my diabolical madmen to be like just over the top insane.
Dr. Mindbender was pretty over the top insane.
So
turn people into zombies.
Snake people.
Yeah, zombie snake people.
Yes. Anyway. There's my number 3. Let's go to Breen's number.
He skipped me again.
Yeah,
sorry.
Zach's number 3.
I know.
So you're used to just the back and forth. I know. Now we have 3. And yeah, okay. We are talking about a book, though. My number 3, we already talked about it briefly. I won't spend too much time on it. But Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. Like I said, it's my favorite Universal monster movie. Of course, it's going to be in my top 5. And it's Ram V writing it. So, like, Double, of course, it's going to be in my top 5.
Yeah. All right.
Ram V also has 2 books out this week, by the way. The other one being Dawn Runner.
Yeah, Dawn Runner.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
But this one looks really cool. Like I said, I've loved that movie. I kind of want to go find it and watch it later tonight now. I've been looking forward to this for a while. I can't wait to see what he does with this. And also, like I said, I just remembered and just kind of rediscovered the artist, Matthew Roberts. He did the art for Manifest Destiny, which was another independent series that went on for like almost 60 issues, I think. It was like this really cool kind of Lewis and Clark discovering America, but like with a supernatural tilt to it. It was really cool. The art on that was really fun to look at. So if he brings that to this, I think it's going to be a really great series.
When you say Manifest, that's me. Unfortunately, I keep thinking of the NBC show Manifest.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah. It's like Lost, but on NBC.
Ugh, Lost. That's
yeah. Let's go to now. You, Mr. Breen.
You may leave it there.
All right, where are we going?
My number 2.
It's Jackpot.
Is Jackpot and how far has Marvel fallen when a book starring 2 of the hottest, sexiest characters in their company's history could team up and nobody wants it? That there are less orders for that than for a fucking Universal horror movie adaptation, which is great for fans of, and that's my number 2 is Creature from the Black Lagoon. I said I loved the Dracula, and if you guys didn't get that, get the trade. Well worth it.
Who was it that wrote the Dracula?
James Tynion.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a James Tynion fan.
That might be why I avoided it.
Because it's like, and I come across like the biggest freaking homophobe these days. But when I look at a James Tynion book, I go, okay, can I hold my breath until I run into the first gay lead? And I usually can. And that was when I was smoking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a lot of breath when you smoke. But this was a faithful adaptation, and the man can write. I mean, especially when he isn't, saddled with a Joker war or whatever the hell. It was my favorite thing of his I've ever read. And when I say I'm not a fan, I should say I've liked his stuff. I mean, it's kind of, it was a Nice House on the Lake. I was liking that. I just kind of drifted off, like an episode of Mad Men in a Box. It just happened. But no, I said exactly. No, but I have every faith that this will be as entertaining as the Dracula, and like I said, I think it's a great idea these guys have come up with. I'm looking forward to this one. Whatever comes next, hopefully it's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein would be cool, or the werewolf. I like the werewolf. Like if they make the werewolf look like, who was it? Was it Lou Garney or Lou Ganey? Who was it that played the werewolf?
Lon Chaney.
Lon Chaney. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, and you saw him walking with the Queen.
If you would have kept going, he would have said Lou Gehrig next.
I would not.
Well, but Lou Gehrig, Lou Garou.
Yeah.
I would really love it, and this will never happen. But if they actually got like a good comedy writer and they just came in and they did like an Abbott and Costello spinoff where they run into all the monsters, I would buy that.
Have you ever seen Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein?
Meets Frankenstein? Oh, 1,000,000 times.
That's a friend of mine's like second favorite movie of all time. And he's in his 70s. He's seen everything.
That and Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy. The Mummy is a really good one too.
They said that's when a franchise has died, when they start doing comedic parodies of them.
Uh-huh.
But they say that this is, but they kind of cite that as an exception because it was so well done. But that's I really, like I said, I can't wait for this one. I'm really looking forward to this.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Zach, Dark Horse, I think, did one of these about 30 years ago. You might want to seek out.
I'll have to look for that. Yeah,
I'll try to find mine and show it Thursday night.
Cool.
Where are we going next, Zach?
It's your turn. It was green, you, me.
Do you know where I'm going next?
Do I know where you're going next? I have a clue. I think it's a Marvel book.
All right.
Probably written by Chris Claremont.
Yeah, most definitely, yes.
I got it. Yes. I know exactly what it is.
Wolverine Manticore Nights. Because that sounds like Baywatch Nights. That's right. I really like it for. Man, if only the Hasselhoff appeared in this. No. Dude, you bring in Black Widow, you bring in Psylocke, you bring in Wolverine, Jubilee, and Captain America. That is just awesome. I fell in love with this series right after I read Uncanny X-Men 268, I believe it was. And some people say, look, you need to continue it. I think Claremont is doing such a fantastic job with this. And you're bringing in like the Hand and some other villains from Wolverine's past. And now you got a depowered, basically...
Didn't
Steve
they
Rogers?
They removed the super soldier serum from him again?
The guy. Well, no, because the guy, he's a vampire. Basically, he grabbed on their life force. So when he touched Steve, he stole Steve's his life force. Basically, he's down to being kind of shrunk back to his normal size before the war, and it's up to Black Widow now, to start working on it and helping out the team. And dude. You got the Prince of Manticore in the hand, and there's some kind of weapon. And honestly, it's just been fun. Claire Claremont's been fun to hear. And the artist, Sebastian Chang, is he's a cover colorist.
That's the cover. I think if you scroll down a little bit, maybe they'll have the.
There it is. Yeah,
there he is.
Edgar Salazar has been pretty cool. I've been liking that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Man. So there you go. Tiger's in here. Rough House. Baran, and then Bloodscream is the guy I'm talking about. He's just crazy
that's
character.
The vampire guy.
So looking forward to this, man. Claremont's still doing pretty well in this. And then there's a Chris Sandy variant deck. 1 in 25.
Why does it look like he's trying to copy the Dark Knight Rises thing? I keep seeing Dark Knight Rises homages everywhere, so now it's like I see this, and that's all
Dark
I see.
Dark Knight Rises. I think he's facing the other direction, is he?
No, he's facing the right, but it's like his back is more turned towards the reader. So, but it's just like that's how often I've seen it. It's like now it might not be that, but that's what it looks like to me.
It's Chris Sandy. Who gives a shit what he's doing?
That's
Chris
true.
Sandy.
That's true. It is Chris Sandy.
Don't be picky.
I probably won't be able to get it because it's a 1 in 25.
Did I miss something?
I love Chris Samney's art.
Okay, I like Chris Samney's art, but I've never seen him afforded this near godhood status that I'm hearing.
So Chris Samney does the art for Firepower.
Yeah, he did. He did the Firepower series at Robert Kirkman.
So
okay, so I still don't see it, but I see he does something you guys both really like. So okay, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, attention to detail on the claws. I like that too.
Do it clean.
All right. So where are we going to next, Zach?
All right. We're going to keep with Marvel, but we're going to the other book, one that I'm sure is your number one. So I'm sorry.
History of Marvel?
What's that?
The other History of Marvel, Part 2?
Is that a thing?
No, not yet.
Okay. Not yet. No, we're going with the only Spider-Man book that you should be reading.
Whoa. This is your number 2?
This is my number 2.
Whoa.
It is my number 2. My number 1 is just that much better.
It's Rampy Detective Comics.
No, I told you I dropped that like a month ago. Jonathan Hickman, my favorite writer at Marvel probably right now. Yeah, I think so. That's safe to say. This has been awesome. David Messina is taking over art. I'm not sure for quite how long he's taking.
2 issues.
Giving Chicchetto is 2 issues.
I think so.
He's giving Chicchetto a little bit of a break, which is fine. I don't mind that. But last issue was really, really good. I've heard that this one doesn't have a lot of action in it. It probably is going to read more like issue number 1 did. But I'm okay with that because issue number 1 was a really great read.
It also has Gwen Stacy featured in this too as well.
Gwen, and there's going to be some more Harry Osborn.
Well, they're together in this.
Yeah, she's married to Harry Osborn.
Okay. Right on. I kind of like that. I'm okay with that. Harry kind of looks like Guy Gardner there a little bit though. Like they can. What is with Harry and the weird haircuts, man?
I don't know. Peter with that beard though, and the hair is like.
I like the beard. The beard has grown on me.
He's the Don Quixote.
I see what you did there.
He's like that. The world's most elegant man, most fascinating man.
What's elegant?
Well,
is that a
gentleman? Just
is that a cross between eligible, elegant, and intelligent?
Yes. What's the name of the beer? The Dos Equis.
The world's most interesting.
Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
I don't always read Ultimate Comics, but when I do, I prefer
Ultimate
Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah, this is. I mean, Jonathan Hickman just is a world class. Look at that Sanford. That's a really great Sanford Green cover.
Sanford and Son cover. That's great.
Sanford Green is a great artist.
Hey, mate, I'm coming to join you.
I'm coming, Elizabeth. But yeah, this has been great. I mean, Hickman just when he writes, he cooks. I mean, he does really, really good. So
wow, what's he cooking?
We're gonna find out with this issue.
I hate that.
You smell what Zach is cooking.
I don't like the whole cooking thing. It's like Sam or Stan.
When did that become a thing?
I don't know. It's been a thing for a while. It's funny. My pastor actually said
past
that
5 years, probably. I imagine.
Because you know what? I keep hearing it in reference to WWE stands.
They use it in video games. They use it in anime. They use it in football. Just let him cook.
Calm down, fam. I hate that word. Just say family, bro. Don't just you. Josh Campbell web store variants, bro.
Dude, some of these variants are fire. You got the J. Scott Campbells.
When did that begin? Are we cooking with fire and we can get them all out of the way?
I mean, yeah.
Remember in the late 90s, they say that's lit?
Yeah. No one said that in the late 90s, huh?
No, we were they weren't saying they weren't saying it in the late 90s. We were listening to lit in the late 90s.
Okay. No. Yeah, I think.
But they only had the one album anybody remembers. So
aren't these the ones from his website?
My Own Worst Enemy. Yeah. What's up?
Aren't these the ones from J. Scott Campbell's website though?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. See, I'm not able to afford any of that. They're wonderful. I like that with the kids.
But look, Zach, you can right click and save as.
That's true.
Save as or save ass.
Wow. No one can save ass.
Tomato.
But he does have a channel.
The Dirty Dancing one is pretty neat. That one's all right.
So
that's pretty nice.
Well, these are. Do you remember the other covers he's done? 606.
Yeah, he did. I mean, this is like an homage to that. What was it? Was it a Mary Jane or a Black Cat? He's done them both in that pose.
Well, Black Cat was wearing the costume, I believe.
Black Cat with the pearl necklace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
those books are still worth about $100 a piece.
Yep.
I know. I'm glad I have them. It's like I was going through books, so I remember books to get rid of them. I was like, I'm hanging on to Campbell's.
Absolutely. Don't get rid of anything.
And this is more like Southern Belle Mary Jane. Wow.
But it's weird how there's a bunch of J. Scott Campbell covers that aren't worth more than the cover price.
Yeah, is that crazy?
I mean, I don't. If you can point me to those, I'll pick them up because I can't find Danger Girl for more than at least double what the cover price.
This is Tyler Kirkham.
Oh, that's Tyler Kirkham. Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's right here. Yeah, in the cover.
I like that.
Yeah. So, honestly,
that is my number 2 book for the week. I am really looking forward to this one. It's nice to be able to read Spider-Man. It's nice and not want to run my head through a wall. No Paul in sight. I'm for it.
Don't you speak that name on this channel.
And look, hey, I'm going to do a shocking role reversal here. I'm going to play RDV. I hate Paul's kids. Paul's kids are awful.
They're gone.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
Yeah, see, that's something that Marvel he's got right over DC. Eat those kids in the sun, bro.
That's a little much.
Actually, no. Throw them into a red sun. They have no powers. Then die. Oof. All right. Alrighty then. We're going to Mr. Breen.
You can leave it there again.
Hold down. Oh, can I have to go back?
Spoke too soon.
Yeah,
it's not this crazy.
I am curious to see what your guys' number ones are, though.
This is my number one.
Well, that's your number one. Okay,
we are on the number ones, aren't we?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you were eschewing the recap since there's three of us and we've got to get out of here in a few minutes so we can
So
anyway, my only complaint is I'm not okay with a guest artist 4 issues in to a potential company saving comic. It showed horribly poor planning and should never happen. But it has. Fortunately, the first 3 issues built up enough goodwill to where I'm willing to overlook that. But I said it better only be for these 2 issues because it's not. There's no way to spin this without it being really ridiculous that this could happen.
Also, this isn't nothing new to us. I mean, we've known about this for the past couple weeks. At least I did. I mean, it was on Twitter.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any less.
No, but I agree with you. So I don't know what Shadow's working on other than just this. I know he's been still doing the covers, whether he's doing the interior or not. So
I don't know if he's if it's something else he's committed to, or if he just fell behind. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it really like the book, and I'm with you, Zach. I'm okay if it's more talk than action because I said
the last 2 issues had plenty of action.
I've been reading this character for 50 years. I said I've pretty much seen it all. I haven't seen this, so I'm kind of, I think I give this a little bit more rope for the same reason why I'm enjoying the latest Superman series, because we're getting a Lex we've never gotten, and that's so rare in an industry that's in a character that's 80 years old, or in Spider-Man's case, a little over 60 or 61 years old now, and
it's also been great because the fact that it's the first time in 30, 40 years, at least for me, I probably would say 30 years, right? Since they actually had stories crossover between Action Comics and Superman.
I think they did some when Jurgens and Tomasi were doing them.
Yeah,
I'm not positive they were like straight crossovers, but the books, it was the same. It's
the same story going through, and it's been a while, and they actually were good. Like this is actually been liking this.
Yeah,
of course, Action Comics will be going back to being crap again because that's what they do. They're gonna put Rambo Rowell, they're gonna put Gail Simone in. Nobody fucking asked for. Nobody did. But I'm not offended by it. I don't really react to as much because I knew it was going to come. As soon as this event was over, I knew they're going to do that.
Do you have the last 600 issues of Action Comics?
Action Comics? No.
Yeah, I mean, at one time I had 700 in a row.
No,
I don't now. I don't care. Put Gail on it. I skip those issues. That's what I was going with that. I mean,
it's
real easy to say.
I
saved $5.
My Action Comics I'm collecting are from the 80s, and the 90s. I don't care after 2015 or 2012. Actually, 2006 is probably where Superman died for me.
Yeah, my point being is that most comics you don't have to worry about that because they're only on issue 12. Right. Even something like Action Comics, I said we don't. If we don't like who's on it, we just skip them because none of us have these long uninterrupted runs anymore.
Real quickly, this is my number 1. Zach, what is your number 1?
My number 1 is Duke. Number 5, the final of the finale of the Joshua Williams G.I. Joe
priorities just messed up.
Excuse me, sir. What are you talking about?
Over Ultimate Spider-Man. Then again, you weren't a Spider-Man fan, really, so it makes sense.
I've liked G.I. Joe longer than I've liked Spider-Man. Sorry.
It's okay.
Kind of just my thing. Anyway, it's been great. The art has been great. I've been liking the story, the twists, the turns, the crossover with the Transformers. I can't wait to see where it leads. I'm actually looking forward to the Kelly Thompson Scarlet series. I think it's going to be good. If it's anything like her Black Widow run, it will be at least.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Quickly go through the trades. And
while you get, you have them pulled up already.
I had it pulled up, so
Nice.
you can Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the Lansing Kelly. You can kind of skip that.
Skip it.
Wait, is that Lanning Kelly or is that Lansing?
That's Lansing. That's not Lanning. It's not Abnett and Lanning. No. You
okay. I had to look twice. Spine Tingle, you can skip that. The Call, you can skip that.
Where's the big stuff? Did you skip? Are you starting at the top? Oh no, well, there's something there. I thought there were some other books. I thought there was like the Zatanna collection, the Paul Dini. Yeah, there it is.
Yes. I was gonna save it for last.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You never do that. You always start at the top.
Paul Dini, Jeremy Adams.
Jeremy Adams.
Gold. Isn't that Jeremy Adams on this? Yeah, this is.
The Flash. Oh, I thought you were talking about Zatanna.
No.
Yeah,
but the top books here, 4 books here,
all of it's
all
gold.
great.
It's all gold.
There's no ugly hidden book in there that no one cares a shit about. X-Men, Fatal Attractions, Lobdo, Howard Mackey, Ramita Jr., and Lee Weeks, and Necezia. I think it's Fabian Necezia. Also one of my favorite covers. And right before she goes and dates Magneto again. Just kidding. Actually, not just before. She does go back in the 2000s. That's why I hate X-Men after the 90s.
I remember Iceman dated Mystique, and now they're both gay. Go figure.
Wow.
West Coast Avengers, baby.
Avengers
Ultron.
West Coast. Avengers West Coast.
Whatever. Okay, tomato.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Misadventures. Actually turned out to be a really good series. I mean, I might continue with that series as well.
Nice.
That's issue if I'm 16. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Recharged. I'm not a big fan of that. Oh, look, Miss Marvel by Saladin Ahmed or Muhammad. I don't know what we call him.
Ahmed.
Yes. Silver Surfer Rebirth. Legacy. That is Mars and Lim, I believe. Tales of the Crypt. Volume 3. Gracie. Mini Marvel.
If you don't, that's the best thing that you've shown so far.
Better than Paul Dini's Zatanna, really?
Yes. Oh, not even close. I mean, the EC Comics are the standard for everything that came after. So yeah.
Volume 1 of the one I've been reading, Walter Giovanni, Tarn Grumbeck, Red Sonja.
Nice.
His governor's voice.
Godzilla Library.
Yeah, IDW.
That's kind of cool.
Valiant Man of War. But that might be Becky Cloonan. Yeah, it's Becky Cloonan. You can skip that. And you can also skip the Dan Abnett Red Sonja. And no, it's Dan Abnett, but it sucked.
It was not. It was kind of enjoyable. The art, if the art were better, it would have been a better story.
Vampire versus Superpowers.
Yo, that's the one I was wanting to read.
That's the one we just read with where they're in the 40s,
the 30s or the 40s or something like that. Yeah,
I think that's one. We're reading.
Yeah, it just wrapped up a few months ago.
Yeah, one of the last two.
Yeah, $20. Didn't read the Deja Thor Crimson Genesis, but
Deja Thoris has been it has been sacrificed to the gods of political correctness. There was some series about 7 or 8 years ago. If you want to see the way she was intended to be, get those.
Yes. Garbage Pail Kids Origins. Kind of crazy. Adam, the Beginning. Volume 7. I don't hear this. It's a Titan book. Robots. King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Yes, it's funny we bring up this. We'll be talking to the writer of this in about 10 minutes on this channel in the next stream. So stay tuned for that right after we're finished with this. And then Love and Rockets collection, sketchbooks, hardcover, and Maxine Abrea collected spotlight for artists. So with that being said, we're going to end it right here. And we'll see you guys in about a few minutes with Joe Corallo. Hope you guys had fun. Thank you for showing up. Undead Quinn is number 1 for this week. It's Ultimate Spider-Man. His number 2, I think, was Farrell. And did he have a 3?
He did. Chilling Adventures, the cult of that Wiccan boy.
Who could look at what all's coming out tomorrow and have anything but Ultimate Spider-Man number 4 be their number 1? I mean, what kind of Zach do you have to be?
Well, you know why? The people their number 1 is going to be Amazing Spider-Man.
Or
Amazing
Duke.
Spider-Man tomorrow.
No, Duke is actually pretty good.
Duke has been fire.
I don't think it's top number one.
Hey, let him cook, man.
Now,
let Josh Williamson cook.
I will say that
Okay,
if it wasn't going to get Spider-Man, it would probably be number one.
Now you're just being Zach.
See you guys in a few.
Bye, guys.
Good night, kids.